Good afternoon and welcome to Indian Field. I'm Adam Bell for Children's Sportsnet. It's youth night here at Indian Field. I've got Sammy Hendricks to my left, Grover Roden to my right. We've got the youngsters out here tonight, y'all.
Yeah, they down at the foul pole breaking it down with the varsity Indians getting ready for the game to start.
They're getting ready to take the field with them.
There they go. You see them over there on our screen now. They're the younger future Indians and softball maidens running with the Indians, headed back to the dugout. Little River War tonight. We've got Hilliard in town. Beat them last night 11-2.
And the JV game?
No, the varsity. Yeah, it was 11-2, right?
I can't remember.
I think so,
That
man.
was
I've done
yesterday.
so much ball in the last 2 weeks.
We did pick up a win. JV picked up a win over there in Hilliard, and so did our varsity.
Yep, JV won and varsity won.
We didn't have the scout, the guru of all things to do with baseball, Sammy Hendricks, laid out on us yesterday. He spent about 30 minutes in the sun yesterday and had to take him a nap.
Well, I should have gave you my scorebook. You could fill my stats for me.
I kept up with him.
Oh, man. Yeah, it was a good game. JV had exploded. They were actually down today to where in the sixth, 3-2, and just broke it wide open in the bottom of the sixth to win.
Yeah, they got a good win over a 5A school. Where right there. I think they scored 9 runs in the bottom of the sixth.
Yep.
Again.
Got the Flashes in town. They've been on CSN. This will be their 6th time on CSN this year.
Them Hilliard parents need to get with some of them businesses over there and get you some more sponsors for them so you can do more of the games.
Yeah, well, it's that and scheduling. I tried to go through our Indian schedule when I set up the Hilliard webcast and make sure, that I could get it all done,
I got you.
Because I didn't want to miss the big games over here, I didn't want to schedule a Hilliard when we were going to play Irwin, that kind of thing, So I tried to pick the big games out for both schools and make sure I got them both covered.
Well, I tell you, Hilliard, their community needs to be proud of what they got going on over there. They come a long way with the baseball program over the last 4 or 5 years. And I know you was telling me their Coach Perez used to play some professional baseball a little bit, or how much ever.
I believe with the Cleveland Indians. I believe he told me he was with Cleveland.
But you can tell by their facilities, and that's got to have a bunch of community help over there. So I'm sure they're as proud as their kids as we are our youth over here in Charlton.
Yeah, he's definitely. I feel like he's changed the culture just down there from his perspective that he wants his kids to be seen. He wants his athletes to get that exposure.
Well, we had some good baseball coaches over the years, not taking anything away from any of them, but,
yeah.
Coach Marksman was probably the first
true
baseball guy that they hired.
Guy, yeah.
And I talked to some people within the school system. He's the only one that he had a plan when he come here what he wanted to improve around this place because it needed a lot of improving. So he had a plan put together. Had a lot of help from the community and the booster club to get it all done, but it's really changed the baseball. This was a football town, period, and now it's a baseball, football / 50% town now. So it's come a long ways over here.
Yeah, Sammy has grown legs. It's gone from football, baseball, now basketball's coming on strong last couple of years with Coach Bailey.
Yeah, all of our sports this year is really improving, doing good.
Hey, don't forget that maiden softball over there neither.
Yeah, don't forget. The maidens, I think we've gotten spoiled with the maidens. They've been in the playoffs in fast pitch and slow pitch for the last decade.
Yeah, I don't know how long it's been, but it's been for a good while now. And I remember going over there where you didn't have anybody could hardly throw a strike, and
right.
They have come made a huge difference over there. And they have got a couple of athletes on that team, in my opinion. One should be playing D1 when she graduates. She's a heck of a softball player.
Yeah, they definitely got some really good athletes on the girls softball over there.
We're going to have, we believe we're going to have Coach Jones later today or next week.
I think he's going to Coach Bobby Jones coaches middle school baseball. varsity football, does the weight room program at our high school. He should be joining us somewhere 20 or 30 minutes from now.
Okay, all right. And I'll tell you what, he's turned the weight room around here big time.
He has. He's been posting a lot of stuff on Facebook, and them guys, especially some of the younger guys, they're lifting a lot of weight right now. They should be good and strong come about August, September when we start playing football.
Well, I don't know how much interaction y'all have had with that man, but whatever he does, he's 100% behind it, and he's gonna make a kid work, and he's gonna make him have discipline. And he's been a great addition to the Charlton County athletic program here.
I can believe that. He's a fired up guy. You watch him out on the football field. That's about most I've seen him has been on the football field, and he's wide open. I mean, back and forth between him and Coach Phillips. They tear some grass up during the football game.
Well, Coach Phillips is that way in the locker. He's that way in that field house before the game even starts. They'll go out there and warm up. They'll come back in, and then he's pacing back and forth, 20 foot back and forth, in his own head, thinking about what he needs to do to give him the best opportunity to win the game.
Yeah.
So that's been a great addition also. But Bobby Jones, what impresses me about him, I don't care if you're the best baseball player on that team or you're the worst baseball player on that team. If you do something wrong, you're going to get disciplined for it, and them kids know that, and it makes a difference.
I know Coach Murray's really been impressed with the weight room workouts. He's gave Coach Jones a lot of praise of getting them guys where they need to be.
That's going to improve all our sports also, because I remember Coach Rich McWhorter had posted something on Facebook one time. I think L.J. Talley's mama had put something, and he commented, the hardest working baseball player I've ever had in a weight room. And that's what it takes for these athletes to further their career and get an education and down the road. So it's going to improve. It's going to improve everything, and he's done a fine job here at Charlton.
Coach Marchman, Coach Perez down there on the home plate with the officials today. Non-region game. You can check out the Coach Marchman show. We filmed that earlier today and actually ran it prior to the JV game, so all that's already up. Coach Marchman shows up for our spring break episode. And he had a lot to say. Had a lot to say about the last 2 weeks, the Brooks game and the Irwin game. We won four out of 6 of those games, and probably the two topics were the 2 losses.
Well, in my opinion, watching the games that I watched on that, Charlton should have been good enough to win 3 out of 3 on both them series. They had a hiccup in Brooks and turned around and beat a team that they just lost to 17-2, and that's why you play the baseball games.
Yeah, that's why you let them go.
Irwin County has some fine athletes over there, not taking anything away from their kids, but I feel like we're the better baseball team. But they let a 7-1 lead get away from them there, Sammy.
Yeah, they did. I think our pitcher got tired there in about the 6th inning, got tired. We had a few errors that cost us a little bit, but I agree with I think we got a lot better team.
All right, y'all, we're going to turn ourselves down and turn our Ricky up. Ricky Carter, public address announcer, with player introductions and the national anthem.
Batting first, number 5, Legary Johnson. Batting second, number 20, Hunter Bentley. Batting third, number 13, Carson Hobbs. Batting fourth, number 15, Lyle Bennett. Batting fifth, number 7, Brantley Garrett. Batting sixth, number 2, Hunter Williams. Batting seventh, number
Whoa.
14, Colby.
That zoomed a little too quick there. There we go.
Batting eighth, number 17, Jonathan Whitaker. Batting ninth, number 11, Taylor West. The designated hitter, number 3, Scotty Hand. Here is coached by Coach Larry Perez.
There's the rest of the flashes.
And now, for your 2021 Charlton County Indians starting lineup. At shortstop, number 17, In center field, number 10, Wade Rodiffer. Your catcher, number 11, Connor Nelson. At first base, number 16, Shakario Bailey. Your designated hitter, number 9, Sean Russell. Your pitcher, number 1, Trent Gray. At second base, number 8, Toby Bryant. At third base, number 20, Kent Geiger. In left field, number 15, Bo Nasworth. And in right field, number 6, Najee Smith. All Indians are accompanied by the local rec youth playing softball and baseball. The Indians are coached by Coach Ned Marchman, assistant coaches Ryan Young, and Coach Josh Graham. Would you all please stand for the playing of the national anthem?
That's pretty cool right there. That's pretty cool. I tried to get them all. I think I got everybody. All the kids out there, our future Indians and maidens on the field. That's a cool moment for those little guys.
It is. That little girl running the center field.
She's about happy she can be.
As smiling from ear to ear. Going to have Trent Gray is going to be pitching for the Indians tonight.
All right, well, while they're warming up, we've got Trent Gray on the mound, like you said. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. You're watching Indians Baseball on Youth Night on CSN. Franklin Equipment Sales is Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia's premier outdoor equipment dealer, with top brands like Bad Boy, Turo zero-turn mowers, Stihl handheld equipment, along with our superior customer service. There's no need to shop anywhere else. Stop by and check us out, conveniently located just one block north of the traffic light in Hilliard, Florida, or call 904-675-9129. T&T Cabinets and More, meeting all of your custom cabinetry needs. We're a distributor for Artisan Mills Cabinets. For all of your custom cabinet needs, phone 904-673-2183. T&T Cabinets is a proud sponsor of Hilliard Baseball and the Charlton Sports Network.
Whatever your view on the world.
All right, well, you good? Welcome back. Welcome back. I can go back to a commercial break if I
No,
need
we're
to.
good. We're good.
All right.
Adam, you going to give them the lineup for Hilliard?
I'll go through that real quick while they're getting ready to warm up. Leading off would be number 5, L. Johnson. Batting second, number 20, H. Bentley. Batting third, number 13, Caden Hobbs. Number 15, Lyle Bennett. Followed by Brantley Hegerson, I think that's what it is. Number 2, Hunter Williams. Number 14, Colby Daboski. Number 17, John Whitaker. Number 11, Taylor West. And number 3, Scotty Hands, the DH.
First pitch coming, going to be hit to third base.
Hit to third, throw to first.
Out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. It's pretty proficient there, Sammy.
Yeah, but I think we've had those last 3 games. We've had the same thing starting off the game. That'll bring in number 20, H. Bentley, shortstop for Hilliard.
It's interesting. Last night our starting group for varsity was maybe some of mixed up, but with some of our younger guys. But tonight, that's our starting unit out there.
Strike 1.
Foul ball, 0-2. Boy, Trent had a phenomenal game last Tuesday against Irwin, didn't he?
A great game. He pitched a well of a game. And a big region game also.
I think he wound up at 8 strikeouts since last start.
Foul ball. Still 0-2.
I was looking at the lineup here, or the games for tonight. It looks like us and Clinch might be the only 2 in our region that's playing tonight.
You know who's Clinch playing?
Yeah, Clinch is playing Pike County. No, I take that back, correction. Clinch is playing Hamilton County.
So that's a team out of Florida.
Non-region game, yeah.
Got him looking.
That's out number 2 for the Indians. This brings up their Hobbs kid you was talking about, Adam.
Caden?
Yes.
Caden Hobbs batting the 3 slot.
Strike 1.
0-1. He's one of their players that's probably going to go next level.
1-1.
Hit back to Gray.
Booted it.
Oh, man.
He's got the speed.
He's fast. He's very fast.
He sure is.
Hobbs reaches out to bring in number 15, Lyle Bennett, the catcher for Hilliard.
2 outs. Hobbs at first for the Flashes.
Indians with 2 outs. Hilliard with a man on first. Ball 1.
1-0. Now they will send Caden if they get the opportunity.
Well, he's fast. They should send him.
Foul ball.
1-1. You send him on this pitch, Sammy?
I think so. If you're going to, I think there's a place to send him right here. He's getting a pretty decent leaf when I can see him right here over there. Not going.
Ball low. 2-1.
Bose Nathworth's playing way over here towards center and left field there. A lot of room down that left field line if he hits one down there.
Pick off throw to first. He's safe. Didn't mean to cut you off, Sammy.
Oh, you good.
That's hit to second. Throw to first is in time. 4 up, 3 down for the Indians. Bottom of the first coming up. We'll be right back.
current happenings, there's no denying germs are everywhere. Whether it's coronavirus, the flu, a common cold, or just a stomach virus, contagious sickness is all around, and they each pose a certain risk to both our health and our livelihood. Why not take a safe and affordable step to help reduce those risks? If you want to help protect the spaces you enjoy and the people that enjoy them with you, or if you simply need an extra hand with cleaning, call Rogers Reflections today at 912-496-3343, and don't forget to like us on Facebook.
Heron Cleaning and Restoration, LLC, located at 239 Jones Road in Jacksonville, Florida, can handle all of your cleaning needs as well as fire and water damage restoration. Contact Gina Mazel at 904-524-1384 or call their office at 904-384-8427. Heron Cleaning and Restoration. Welcome back to Indian Field.
Adam, I'm going to give you a rundown here. We're going to have leading off be number 17, Tristan Heron, playing shortstop for the Indians. Batting seconds, Wade Rutherford, center fielder. Batting thirds, number 11, Connor Nelson, catcher. Batting in the four hole, Sicario Bailey, our first baseman. DHing tonight for our pitcher, Trent Gray, will be Sean Russell. Batting number 7th is Kobe Bryant. Sorry, he'll be batting number 6. 7 will be Geiger playing third base. Bo Nasworth, our left fielder. And rounding it out will be Najee Smith, our right fielder, will be batting in the 9 hole.
Caden Hobbs will start on the mound for the Flashes. Sammy Trent Herring had a huge game last night.
Did he?
Trent hit a triple, a double, and a single, and was that home run away from the cycle last night.
Good job.
We got a text from Coach Russ Murray, said that Bama Adams actually hit for the cycle over in Hilliard sometime probably in the mid-90s, I would guess. That's going to be a ball low.
Well, Tristan's had a really good last 3 or 4 games. He's really been
that.
playing well.
Grover drinks Trenton last night.
Was it?
Yeah. Said the only thing he hadn't done was hit a home run.
Well, I didn't jinx him. The hardest thing to do in baseball is hitting for that cycle. I mean, I didn't try to talk to him about the region games after our next region games like somebody I know.
1-1. 1-2.
Yeah, always thought that triple was the hardest of the 4 to get.
What's that?
I said I always thought the triple was the hardest of that cycle to get.
He popped 2 of them last night, didn't he?
That's going to be another base hit. Staying hot with his bat. That's going to bring up our number 2 hole hitter, Wade the Rocket Rutherford, our center fielder.
Leadoff batter on for the Tribe. Low and away.
Well, we all know if Tristan makes it to second base, he's going to get him a secondary.
He's got a pretty good one on first right now.
Called strike, outside corner.
Connor Nelson on deck for the Indians.
Pick off third, ooh, close, but he made it back. That was a quick move to first.
That was a great move.
Pretty good move there.
As their center fielder number 5 was telling him, that was a good move.
Foul ball out of play. 1-2.
I'll be surprised if Tristan ain't going here the next pitch or 2.
Back.
That's high.
He's going to be on second base.
He's headed to second. No throw.
He's probably going to – Coach Marshall was trying to get him to third base right there, but he wasn't watching his base coach. So.
Yeah, he had him till he got right there at the bag, and then he quit looking at him.
Yeah. Ball inside.
2
Brings
and
it 2-2. Ball high.
Shortstop's leaving a big hole between short and third
He is.
every pitch.
I think their pitcher was playing shortstop for him last night, Sammy.
Oh, okay.
Full count on Rutherford.
He's
Fly
popped
ball.
one up. Third base is trying to get under it. Shortstop calls him off for out number 1.
1 out.
Gonna bring up old Boogie Nelson to the plate.
One out, runner at second for the Indians.
Tristan led that game off with a triple in the game last night. That's
Hit
going
the
to be.
second. That's going to bounce.
It bounced right off the second baseman's mid. Made a
Harry's
good
gonna
play.
score.
Good play to get the glove on it. It's going to bring up Sicario Bailey, our first baseman.
Shaq had a big night Friday night, too.
He did.
Yes, he did.
Ball 1.
Two and 0.
What you think he's going to do here, Sammy? 2-0.
He's probably got a green light here. If he sees something he likes, he'll probably go for it.
Ball
3-0,
3.
pass ball. Here's the throw
Connor.
to second. It's wide. Connor's going to hold.
That was good backup by Hilliard center fielder number 5.
Good heads up baseball.
Ball 4.
Base on balls. Runners at first and second for the Tribe.
You know, something I did see in the game, both games Friday night against Irwin, that's the only team I've seen us play so far that I've seen that's done the shift on Sicario.
Yeah.
The only team I've seen so far to do that.
That's the only team that I've personally seen in high school play in
Well,
all the years of watching her that shifted like they did. Courtesy runner's going to come in for our
Number 14, Connor.
catcher. Connor Lloyd's going to courtesy run for him. We got Sean Russell up to the plate. And I've been saying this all year. Sean Russell's a dangerous hitter also. He started out he slow and he's come on strong. He's hit a lot of extra base hits here lately.
yeah, he has. He had one. He was like one stretch. He had 3 out of his 4 hits were triples or doubles.
Doubles. And he was swinging for another one right there.
0-1.
Ball 1. 1-1.
Nope, 0-2.
They put it as a strike up there. Did you see him call it?
I didn't see him call it.
I didn't see him call it either, but
He shouldn't have called it if he did.
Thought it was high.
It was.
foul ball back out of play. Still 0-2.
That's
Well,
gonna
now
be
they
that's gonna
changed
be that's gonna be 1 and 2.
That's going to be 1 and 2 now, isn't it?
It should be. Two and 1's what they got it on the scoreboard, but that's
2.
wrong.
Well, okay, now we need keeping me on my toes early.
Yeah. It's 1 and 2. He swung at 1 and popped 1 foul. He's got 2 strikes on him. That's gonna
That's
be
a
a base
base hit.
hit. That's going to be, he's holding him up at third base,
Good
which
thing.
was a good
Good
idea.
idea.
What a
Yeah.
arm.
Now
What
we
a
got him
shot
caught
back.
between
Somebody's
the
gotta go.
bags.
They're going to let him get Bailey. What a shot by that left fielder. He shut it down.
Yeah, I don't know the young man's name, but that was a very good play. He threw it on a rocket back into the infield. It's going to be 2 outs for the Indians. Indians lead here at the bottom of the first, 0-1. It's going to bring up Kobe Bryant to the plate, number second baseman for us.
Sean Russell took second on that out at third. The other hard hit ball by Sean Russell.
Yeah. That's going to be out here in center field. Number 5 gets it for the 3rd out.
Johnson makes the grab out here in center for the Flashes. We're headed to the 2nd. Indians lead 1-0. We'll be right back.
Since 2009, Southeastern Automotive Group has been buying for and selling to most of the franchise dealerships in the area. What if you were able to bypass the big dealerships with the big markups? Buy direct from the supplier. Save thousands of dollars on your next vehicle purchase. Have a trade-in? No problem. With used vehicles in such high demand, Southeastern Automotive Group has dealers ready to buy your trade. If Southeastern Automotive Group doesn't have the perfect vehicle for you, using their vehicle locator program, they will have it shipped in without any hassle or haggling you hate. With over hundreds of thousands of cars available at auctions across the nation, your next vehicle purchase is just a click away. Esp Specialist and Fabrication is located at 169 Little Phoebe Church Road in Folkestone, Georgia. President Mark Pickering and his employees utilize the latest technology with a skilled workforce to supply customers with the best custom fabrication possible. Serving clients at home and abroad makes ESP a premier employer in Charlton County. For all your specialty and fabrication needs, contact ESP at 912-496-2583 today. They're also on Facebook at Esp Specialist Fabrication. ESP is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet.
Welcome back to Indian Field. 1-0 Indians lead. Quite possibly could have been more than that.
Yeah, we are very aggressive on our base running, and sometimes we just make a little mistake here and there. But
Hilliard's left fielder saved a big inning with that arm.
he did. The ball was hit very hard by Sean Russell out there to him, and he knew what to do with it when I got there and got it back as quick as anybody could.
That'll bring up number 7, Brantley Hickerson's what I call it there. Third baseman for Hilliard.
Ball outside.
1-0. One. Excuse me.
Swing and a miss.
Got him swinging. 1 out.
I'll bring up number 2, Hunter Williams, first baseman.
We didn't keep a book last night, but I'm pretty sure this kid got a couple of good hits last night, didn't he, Adam?
Yeah.
Ball outside.
I was going to say it looked like it broke back in, but
It's going to be hit
Hit the
again
third.
at third.
throw to first.
Sicario
One
digs
hop.
the ball up right there. Good play by Sicario.
2 outs. Given
bring
where
up-
that sun's at, going into Sicario's face, it's probably a good throw.
Yeah, it's
do that
better.
one
It's
hop,
better
keep
to
the
have
ball
it down
down.
than it is up for sure.
Keep that ball down low.
I'm bringing number 14, the right fielder, Colby Dalboski for Hilliard.
You getting score updates over there?
I'm looking at him, yes, sir.
2 outs here for the Indian. Called strike one,
Called
outside
strike.
corner.
You know, Grover, you got to stay on Sammy with the stats constantly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's amazing to have him awake this long. Foul ball off the catcher. 0-2.
I don't think any of my back road partners are streaming tonight. I haven't seen an alert from anybody. I
I
think
think-
we're the only ones live tonight.
Well, I think the Indians are ready for spring break because Wade's not pacing out here in the outfield wearing a hole in the dirt.
Swing
Strike
and miss.
number 3. That's 2 strikeouts on the end, isn't it, Sammy?
That's 2 strikeouts for an inning.
Bottom of the second coming up. We'll be right back. Your Indians lead 1-0.
Why buy from the new Walker Jones Used Car Mega Center?
We'll treat you like good friends and neighbors should. That's the Walker Jones way.
Plus, a lot of our employees here at Walker Jones have been working 10, 20, even 30 years serving our community.
And we'll always get you the best price possible. At Walker Jones Mega Center, we have all makes and models.
Walker Jones Used Car Mega Center on Memorial Drive in Waycross and online at walkerjones.com.
The Running Bear Outpost, located in the heart of Traders Hill Campground in Folkestone, Georgia, at 1388 Tracy's Ferry Road, just yards from the St. Mary's River, where there's great fishing, boating, beach fun, and more. We have all of your camping needs, from ice and snow cones to boiled peanuts, drinks, snacks, and so much more. Charcoal, Coleman fuel, and camping supplies. Come and join the river or camp with us under these peaceful, majestic oaks for just $20 a night, full hookup for RVs and campers, or $10 a night for tent camping. We look forward to seeing you in the Running Bear Outpost. Come out and relax a spell.
Years, Georgia's electric membership cooperatives have made Friday night.
Put that headset on.
All right, welcome back to Indian Field. We've got Coach Bobby Jones with us, been after the man since he came to Charlton. And I had to get a cop to get him up here.
All you had to do was ask.
Coach, how you doing?
I'm well.
It's
Glad
good.
to be here.
It's good to have you.
Pitch up high there. It's going to be Gant Geiger coming up to bat for the Indians.
1-0. Coach Bobby Jones, you're obviously you're known around here for the weight room.
Yes, sir.
But you just had a very successful season as a head coach of the Bethune Braves baseball team.
We did. I had
Fly ball towards Sadie.
Oh, man, he lost his balance right there. He's going to make it to second on that. That was good heads-up running.
did do
double.
the.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the game there.
No, you're fine, Coach. You're fine. That's why you're here.
No, I did do the middle school baseball, and it was enjoyed the season very thoroughly.
Yeah.
Felt like the kids improved a tremendous amount.
I know Coach Marchman likes. He's spoken highly of you in the coaches shows, talking about how throw down to third. Said he got under the tag, safe at third. Spoke highly of you, how you're gearing the Braves to what he expects when they come up for the Indians. How y'all are on the same page with that.
Well, Coach Marchman, he's a very thorough person. He told me what he wanted his middle school program doing, and what he wanted those kids taught in practice, and we just took what he asked for and emulated it in practice, and it did it every day. And and repetition's always going to make you better.
Well, Coach, let's talk about. I know the varsity fans are watching tonight. And what you have done in the weight room, in the Indians' weight room, has just been phenomenal. The changes in the last couple of years. Talk about the weight room and the leadership. Those kids. I mean, those kids they've really bought into what you're doing.
I came. This was my second season. In the spring of 19, I was hired, and I was still working with a different school system, and I would drive over to do fourth block. And the first time I took maxes with these kids, we had 4 kids in the high school that could power clean 225. This past week, we got through with our maxes. Going into next football season, we got 18 kids that can do it. I think out of your 9 baseball players that are starting, 7 of those are power cleaning 225 right now.
Yeah.
And with the seniors that we had last year, we had probably over 30 kids this year power clean 225. And I keep referring to the power clean because, in my opinion, in the weight room, the power clean is a athletic lift. If a kid can be explosive enough to power clean the minimal of 225, I feel like it doesn't matter the sport. He's going to be able to go out and compete at a very high level at a varsity sport, and the baseball kids here have really bought into it, hook, line, and sinker, and Boogie's probably a big part of that. When I first got here, Connor was in the weight room, and he just fell in love with it, and most kids do if they put their all into it, because it's one of those things. The work that I put in, you will see the result.
Yeah.
If you're not a very good baseball player, sometimes you can work to the end of the time and you're still not a very good baseball player. But with the weight room's a little different with that.
Well, you can already see it paying off on the baseball field with those number of players you talked about. The power hitting out of Bailey and Russell.
Yes, sir.
This year with the homers and the big hits out of those guys, and then just the speed on the bases for the Indians this year on the baseball field.
Yeah, they're a very quick unit, and they've got some kids out there that can fly. I know Tristan, he can run. Gant is surprisingly fast. Our best time that we've got in the weight room was on Wade Rutherford, and that's in the entire school. Now, the one thing we do a little different in the weight room, in the baseball, they always measure the 60, but we measure the 40.
Right.
But Wade had the fastest time in the entire school.
Well, it's also, look at that lead Najee's getting over there. Man, he was halfway down.
Yeah, he's going to get his attention for sure.
And talking about it translating to the other sports, wrestling around here has just taken off in the last year, and I think that's directly related to what's going on in the weight room. I mean, we had an entire squad qualify for state this year. I don't think that's ever happened in Charlton, not for the entire unit.
Right.
At one time.
We had several of those kids that went with me also to the state weightlifting meet this year. I think we had 3 kids win a district championship in weight classes and had 1 win a state championship this year. Mm-hmm. I think overall in single A we finished 4th in the state. I would like for us to try to win a state championship in that.
Right.
But that just takes us staying committed and keep working at it.
Yeah, that's a lot of positive. That's a lot of positive influence.
Coach Jones, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's our first weightlifting state championship that Craig Carlisle won this year, right?
That, as far as I know, that is correct.
That was my understanding of it
right.
too, which is a great
Brent
achievement.
Wilds?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember. I know he.
And if he did, I'm not taking anything away from him because them Wilds kids worked hard.
Right. Only thing I can go on is what Coach Murray told me. Coach Murray, that he's been here so long, he'd tell me that of what he knew, it had not been done.
And I thought Craig was actually a junior, so he's coming back next year.
Yes, sir.
I thought he was a senior, so that's good news for the football and the weight program.
Assad was unable to go with us. He had qualified to go to state.
You good, Sammy?
And if he would have won, I believe he would have been a silver finisher. And if he comes with us next year, he'll probably be able to win a state championship, and hopefully Craig will, and a couple other kids.
We were talking before you come up a while ago, Adam and I. The thing that impressed me, you coached the middle school baseball this year. My son played for you.
Yes, sir.
The thing that impressed me was the discipline part you brought to that program in the last couple of years. It didn't matter if it was a kid that was trying to improve that was at a lower level or a kid that was the best kid on the field. Your discipline with the kids were all the same, and it brought a lot of unity to the kids and got them going in the right direction, learning how to act on the baseball field.
Well, at middle school, sometimes people can see something and they think it's a bad attitude, and what it is, they're young players and they want to win. They want to compete, and what they have to learn in the process, and us as coaches have to teach them. Listen, there's ways that we have to do this. We're not going to be happy if things aren't going our way, but we got to conduct business in a certain manner, right, and use it as a driving force. And our kids did that. They did that. I think our season started out, we finished 8-5-1 our first week. We dropped the first 3 games and ended up coming back and defeating all 3 of those opponents later in the season, and had a couple of really good games. That first week drove down to Providence. I thought it was a college when I pulled up. They had a field in the parking lot to warm up on. First time I'd ever seen of that, and I've been to some pretty big schools in Georgia. So baseball was really important to them. And
is that out of here?
Yes, sir. That's going to be a home run right there.
Home run right there.
That's Boogie.
Boogie Nelson, Connor Nelson. That's probably part of that weight room kicking in on us, Coach.
Yeah, he's a hard-working kid, man.
Taking it to the house.
That brings the score of our game right now. It's 5-0. Charlton over Hilliard. When you was talking about Providence, the thing that impressed me is we went down there and got murdered.
Yeah, they beat us pretty bad.
Throughout that year, that was what impressed me as a whole, as far as the whole team, the improvement they done. We come back here, had decent pitching, decent defense, a back-and-forth game that we wound up winning here. And they was playing – I did not know this, but Florida plays 9th graders with their middle school when they're private school like that, which doesn't make but 1 year difference anyway, so it shouldn't matter.
Right.
Now, Connor, the young man that just hit it out of here, he's one of your big weightlifters, too, off this baseball team, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If Connor and we would never ask, he would have been a district champion. And, his numbers are that good. And Shakario Bailey would as well, and I believe Shakario would have been a state champion. But, those 2 boys, first commitment's baseball, and that's what we want them to go honor, But Boogie is a –
you didn't want them to break away from the commitment they had already made.
No.
Diamond.
Right.
Yeah.
We're here to help build each sport. I look at it this way, and
you're very competitive.
A lot of times you're just because we had a few of those to get that. Sometimes that's kind of the luck of the draw, but
how do you find that balance? Because I know you're more old schools. How do you find that balance as a coach between what you say, quote unquote, today's society, and how you came up coaching?
Well, when I say today's society, kids are kids.
Yeah.
Kids are kids. I think some of the adults have kind of changed a little bit on
I'd agree with that.
Kids want you to show them a way to go, and they want to buy into something.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. It's not the kid. The kids haven't changed.
No.
It's the parents of the kids that have changed. I know I have a kid that personally he connects with a coach a lot better the harder that coach is on him. If you go out there and pat him on the back and tell him congratulations every time he does something and doesn't get on to him when he does something wrong, then he doesn't think a lot about that.
Right.
But one thing I've always heard you growing up, even doing this for the last 10 years, plus I've always been involved with sports with all my kids coming through school. is that the kids remember the coaches that were the hardest on them, that pushed them the hardest.
Well, even if you look back and you get off the gridiron or the diamond, if you look back in school, the teachers that held you to a higher standard would be the teachers that you remember. And that's just kind of like anybody if they want the best out of it.
Did he pull his foot, guys?
He got that sun got in his eyes right there. He had to get off that bag.
Safe at first. Well, let me ask you about something off the field now.
Okay.
I understand you're a big fisherman. I saw a photo this morning. What's going on there now? Are we going for a tournament or something here?
No, sir.
Are you going to tell us where your fishing hole's at?
Well, I go out of Spring Warrior. I love to go. Excuse me, I'm on the wrong part. I go out of Crooked River. Spring Warrior's in the Gulf. I love going saltwater fishing, and one of the intriguing things about the opportunity here in Charlton County is, everybody says Charlton's in the middle of nowhere, but you know what? It's 30 minutes from everywhere.
It is.
That's
it really is.
And I kind of like that. I'm not a big town guy. I like small town environments, but it's close enough to go saltwater fishing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you need to go get something out of a big town, you're close to it. And it's a really good community. And I'm going to tell you,
we are uniquely located to just about anything you want to do.
Yep, you are. It's you got small town living with some big town luxury.
Mm-hmm.
As far as you're very quick to Jacksonville or Brunswick.
Yeah.
And I love going fishing. So when I'm not coaching, that's what I usually try to do. In fact,
you kind of remind me how you sidetracked that fishing hole question. Remind me, I have a camper out there. He's an older gentleman.
Yes, sir.
He knows where all the fishing holes are on that St. Mary's River at Trader's Hill. The
I need
man
to meet
loads
him.
up, and every time I ask him, where are you catching these things? On the water. That's what he does. On the water.
Well, if you want to go with me, I'll take you and show you some of the places where you're catching fish.
Oh, that sounds like a plan, Coach.
But I don't know if I'm as good at that as I'm a much better ball coach than I am a fisherman.
Sammy, you have anything before I let Coach Jones go?
I think you about covered everything.
We got it all. Sammy's our statistician for. He joined us last year. Sammy Hendricks.
Nice to meet you.
He joined us last year on the football webcast. Actually, from our semi-pro games when he started.
Okay.
And then he jumped on with the Indians webcast, football Indians. Speaking of that, before I let you go, hold on. Where does it hit back to the pitcher's mound? Flashes are going to get runners at first and second.
He got him
at first.
Everything. I'm sorry, guys.
He got him at first base. That was a good play right there. Come off the pitcher's glove, and Gant picked that up and threw him out at first.
Two outs. Coach, what given everything going on in the weight room, wrestling team, your weight team is placed this year. You've had great success with that. I know you're not going to give too much away, obviously, but how are we looking for football season this fall?
Well,
from the strength and conditioning side of things.
The last 2 years, we've been a real young football team. I think coming into this year, our kids can't say we're young. I think physically we are strong enough to compete with folks. I feel like this year, if we would have been in any other region than the one we're in, we could have been a region runner-up, if not a region champ. Just unfortunately, this year, the best two teams in the state of Georgia was in our region with Brooks and Irwin. Brooks will be returning a lot of those players, and Irwin will not. But I do feel like that we should be a better squad.
Yeah.
Now, in single A ball, an injury or two can change all that real quick.
I'm sorry, Coach. I didn't mean to cut you off there. Flashes are on the board now with a run. Low throw, wide throw over there to Bailey.
Yes, sir.
Maybe the sun got in his eyes a little bit because the sun's going down. Safe at first.
Coach, we covered the Irwin baseball game at their place. They have two brothers. I can't recall their name right now, but there's
Hilliard?
There's two brothers that played on their football team. That's two great athletes.
What
was it? Binyard.
Yep. They're very, very good. I think they're both have signed a little smaller school than what we was expecting, but I think they took both of them. I'm not real sure if it was y'all might even have a kid here playing there now in North Georgia.
Who are we talking about?
Khalil's older brother.
The Irwin County Binyard.
Those brothers, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't remember where they went either, but it actually was a smaller school than I thought they would end up at myself. But you know what? An education is an education.
I had two kids that were twins that played for me in Cook, and they ended up at Valdosta State because the bigger schools wouldn't take the both of them, and they wanted to be together.
Yeah.
You know, and it worked out for them. One of them's the head basketball coach in Cook now. I was blessed to be able to hire him, and his brother's and a manager at the Tyson Chicken Farm.
Good deal.
All right, Coach. Well, you're welcome to stick around, but we're going to get back to some baseball.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I
appreciate y'all having
me. I can't believe I had to get an officer of the law to get you up here. But
hey,
I do. I thank you. I appreciate
yes, sir.
it.
But before you leave, as a parent, I want to thank you for what you do for the baseball team. We've had not have stability in that in several years, but we've had it the last 2 years, and you do a great job. And I know as long as you're here, you're going to continue to do so. And I appreciate you giving 100% on everything you're involved with the Charlton County sports.
Well, I thank you for that
thank you,
compliment.
Appreciate you. Thanks for coming out on a spring break day.
Yes, sir. No problem.
All right. Coach Bobby Jones, head coach of the Bethune Braves baseball team, and as well as our weight room and
thank you, Coach.
And weight teams. We appreciate him taking the time out of it on a holiday to come up here and speak to us for an inning of baseball.
Charlton leads here 5-1 going into the bottom of the third inning.
Now we're at the bottom of third, like you said, 5-1. Hilliard got on the board that last inning with a. Did they rule those errors? Yeah, there's 3 errors on the board for us, so 2 of those would have been errors over there.
Yeah, we got to get better with that throw over to first base and clean some errors up. But, you know, these kids are on spring break also, and I don't know how much that would affect the kid. I assure you there's some of them thinking about the beach trip they're going to make or spending time with their family or girlfriends or something like that.
I think about going to the river.
We're going to have Sean Russell up to bat for the Indians here leading off the bottom of the third inning.
You know, we had Coach Jones up here just a minute ago, but Connor really got a hold of that home run a while ago over here.
He did, and he wasn't just saying that, and that's one thing about Coach Jones. He's not going to say something, just say it. Connor Nelson works out. He works out hard. He works. He really struggles, or not struggles, but he really puts in a lot of effort to whatever he's involving himself in. Ball high.
Welcome back, Sammy.
I'm good to be back here. Just moving right along.
We appreciate you, Sammy. More than you know, man. More than you know.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Ball high.
Here we got a little bit of action going on in the bullpen.
I can't see the number from here. Number 9.
That's going to be a rocket shot off the third baseman's glove. Sammy, you a stat guru. I don't believe I'd be calling that an error. That was a line drive hit. He barely got the tip of his glove on.
Yeah, I'll give him a hit on that. That's number 8 over there in Hilliard's bullpen warming up.
And that brings up number 8 for the Indians, Kobe Bryant, our second baseman, batting left-handed.
Ambulance going again.
Our first responders are at it again.
It's going to be hit back to the pitcher. Got to play at second base. Got him out at second.
Safe at first.
Safe at first. It's going to be hard to double up Kobe once he gets going. He's a pretty fast kid. We got fortunate enough here in Charlton, our ambulance are stationed here in Folkestone. So 1 left, but we still have EMTs on the, still out here with us in case one of these youngins get injured. They got help right here with us. And the city of Folkestone always does a good job. They send, 2 or 3. Normally, Chief Green's here with 1 or maybe 2 officers. Colby moves to second on a pass ball.
Geiger reached on an error by the second baseman last at bat and came around to score a run.
Called strike, 1-1. Geiger had a good game on the mound the other night. Irwin just that 6th inning just got away from us.
Yeah, like I said, he got a little fatigued there. We just let one get away from us. I assure you that you cannot say anything to Gant Geiger that he won't. He's already thinking himself. He's a competitive kid, and he's a great character. He's got a lot of good morals and character about him. You can tell his parents done a good job raising both him and his brother.
Nasworth at bat for the Indians. He grounded out to the second baseman his first at bat.
Called strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, that was a little high and outside, didn't it?
I'm getting better, dude. That's the outside corner.
One-on-one.
Colby takes his lead off second base. High and inside. 2-1.
Sammy, Indians 5 hits, 3 errors. Hilliard no hits, 3 errors. Is that what you got?
Hilliard's got.
That's going to be a foul ball.
Foul ball, 2-2.
Yep, no hits, 3 errors. You're correct.
Pick off 30 seconds. Going to go to third. An old-fashioned pickle. He gets out of it.
That was a lot of excitement to wound up at the same base, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He got caught leaning right there. Good move by Hilliard's pitcher.
Pretty good job in the pickle by Hilliard. Colby was able to get back. Or Gant was able, Colby was able to get back.
Ball high. 3-2 brings the full count up.
Full count.
Yeah, they did do a good job, Sammy. Their center fielder was already at second base doing that play. So.
Yep.
Well-coached team, seems like. It's going to be a swing and a miss.
2 outs.
Bringing up Nigel Smith to the plate.
How many strikeouts is that for Hobbs, the Hilliard pitcher?
1.
That's his first one?
Mm-hmm.
Foul, boy.
Nigel has fouled a ball into the parking lot.
He about bunted a home run, didn't he? That thing was.
That's
was
probably the hardest bunt I've ever seen. If they had a stat for that, he just won it.
Najee singled his last at bat. Came around to score a run with a stolen base.
Wow, nice pitch, nice breaking ball. That's going to be 0-2 on Nigel Smith.
It took us half the season, but we finally have all started calling him Najee.
He just called him Najee.
Did he?
Yes.
It took us half the season, but we finally did it.
Time called by the batter, granted by the blue. Swing and a miss. 3 outs.
Indian strand 2. Hilliard gets out of that one. We lead 5-1, though. We're headed to the 4th. We'll be right back.
electrifying. As the official energy provider of the GHSA, Georgia's EMCs are proud to support high school athletics in the communities we serve, standing behind every hike, every completed pass, and every team celebration. Because we know that today's high school athletes are tomorrow's local leaders. Georgia's EMCs.
Okefenokee Sportsman is locally owned by Fred and Rawling Coley, who have loyally served the people of Folkestone, Georgia, and surrounding counties for 17 years. Hunting and fishing supplies, as well as live bait, are our specialties. Join us on Saturday, October the 10th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. to mix and mingle with vendors from the hunting industry and enjoy live music from Matt Knowles. Local, loyal, and laid back, Okefenokee Sportsman.
Franklin Equipment Sales is Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia's premier outdoor equipment dealer, with top brands like Bad Boy, Turo zero-turn mowers, Stihl handheld equipment, along with our superior customer service. There's no need to shop anywhere else. Stop by and check us out, conveniently located just one block north of the traffic light in Hilliard, Florida, or call 904-675-9129. TNT. All right, welcome back to Indian Field. 5-1, Charlton leads the Flashes in a River War, Battle of the State Line, whatever you want to call it. I found out earlier today on the Coach Marksman show there used to be a State Line trophy, but
that's what I was fixing to say. They used to be a trophy that I think Hilliard took home with them one time. That's the ball hit the Gant Geiger at third, makes the play. Just a Carrier first baseman for 1 out.
So why did they cut that out? The rivalry just kind of got a little out of hand in a few years or whatever.
No. Yeah. Kids are competitive and everybody wants to win. It's like Coach Bobby Jones was saying, you want to win at checkers. But it got nasty a couple of years.
Yeah, it did.
There was one year I remember I was actually working, come out here still in uniform and had to tell some people that we just wasn't going to chant BS in the stands. They're grown people and we're out here and made them leave.
Yeah.
So hopefully all that's past us because these kids grow up next door to each other. So
it used to be a little bit of an intense rivalry, huh?
Yeah, it got nasty there a couple of years.
Yeah. Was that before pre-CSN?
No, that was during CSN. You just can't hear good. That was probably one of the complaints you got. That's a swing and a miss. Trent Gray's pitching a good game tonight for the Indians. By my stat sheet, I got Hilliard with 1 hit.
That's a base hit.
I'm sorry, with no hits, a run. They have 1 hit now. And 3 errors, and I've got Charlton with 5 runs, 5 hits on 3 errors, Sammy. That's what I've kept up with over here on my game changer.
I got him with 3 hits.
I'll go with yours then.
There was a couple of them plays last inning with the second baseman there that I thought should have been a fly ball and a ball off the glove I thought should have been fielded, but I think they gave them hits, I gave them errors.
Safe at first.
It's a pretty good move by Trent to first base there. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, that's one thing you can tell these Charlton pitchers have really worked on. All of them got good moves to first this year.
Well, that's what Coach Marshman, that's what he done was pitch, and like Coach Jones was saying a while ago. I was here when he got here. Was a part of the dugout club for years, and it's the same thing what he's talking about. There was a lot of resistance when he first got here by kids and parents, and once them kids bought into what he was trying to get, his philosophy on baseball and the way he wanted to play, things worked out a lot better.
Right. And seemed to be worked out pretty good too.
And
0-2.
Another little known fact about Thad Marksman, he was also, Remember the Titans movie, he was also one of the extras in it.
I remember hearing somebody talk about that.
Throw down the second.
Got him.
Strike him out, throw him out.
Got him for the third out. Nelson with the throw down. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Cabinets and More, meeting all of your custom cabinetry needs. We're a distributor for Artisan Mills Cabinets. For all of your custom cabinet needs, phone 904-673-2183. TNT Cabinets is a proud sponsor of Hilliard Baseball and the Charlton Sports Network.
Whatever your view on the world's current happenings, there's no denying germs are everywhere. Whether it's coronavirus, the flu, a common cold, or just a stomach virus, contagious sickness is all around, and they each pose a certain risk to both our health and our livelihood. Why not take a safe and affordable step to help reduce those risks? If you want to help protect the spaces you enjoy and the people that enjoy them with you, or if you simply need an extra hand with cleaning, call Rogers Reflections today at 912-496-3343, and don't forget to like us on Facebook.
Welcome back to Indian Field. I want to give a shout out to Mayla Stiles, Indian fan watching from Cleveland, Ohio. Thank you for watching.
I've never been to Cleveland, but there's some fine deer hunting in the central part of Ohio around Newark, Ohio. I love me the state of Ohio.
Yeah.
I had about talked myself into moving up there till I went up there in February one year, and I realized that this wasn't a place for a southern country boy. It was cold.
Was it a little chilly up there?
It was -18 one morning.
Well, Mela, we appreciate you watching.
Just going to bring off our top of our lineup back up. Tristan Harris is going to be leading off with Wade Rutherford batting second. Be 1, 2, 3 in our batting order coming up.
What's Herring done today?
Tristan's one for one. He singled and walked. Scored 2 runs.
Ball low, 2-0.
No, sir. He called it a strike.
There's no way he called that a strike. It's a ball on the board up there.
I saw his arm move.
There's no way he called that a strike. If he called that a strike, he needs to take his sunglasses off.
I'm telling you, I saw his arm move.
That's 3-0.
3-0.
If he called that a strike, he's wearing the same sunglasses that one of their ones.
I thought I did, but
I'm telling you, I saw the man's arm.
Well, I'm going to argue it. Ball 4.
Ball 4.
Who was right?
You were right.
Okay. The only reason he could have called that a strike if he had the sunglasses that Irwin's umpire was using Friday night.
I know I saw that man's arm move, but anyway, we'll take the walk.
That's going to bring up Wade the Rocket Rutherford to the plate. He's popped out twice that I can remember.
Yeah, he popped out to the shortstop, popped out to the first baseman. 0 for 2.
He popped out to the shortstop almost behind the third base bag.
He's going.
Oh.
But foul.
I tell you,
it's fair.
He's going for third. He's out at third. He called him safe.
Called him safe at third.
That umpire was a long way from that call. He's asking for help. Coach going to ask for help from the home plate umpire.
Home plate umpire didn't get in a good position to make that call. He should have been down third baseline.
Yeah.
Coach Perez coming out to talk to the home plate blue about the call at third.
He's leaving him on first base too, Sammy.
He sure is. I thought he called him out at first, but
he had to be out at first, right?
Coach Marchman's talking to the blue about first base call.
And now we're coming off with our first baseman.
Nobody's happy.
Well, we're going to have one out here. They called Tristan safe. That's a long way for me to make that call, but the umpire was actually over at first base. Sammy, and you being an official, home plate should have been down the third base line to make that call.
You're exactly right. Home plate umpire should have came down to third to make that call at third.
I actually thought he was out over here, but couldn't tell from this angle where the glove was at.
That's going to be a pop up to center field here. Center fielder's up under it. Tagging from third base, Tristan to make it home easy on that. That's going to bring the score 6-1. Charlton ahead of Hilliard.
Garris Johnson makes the grab out here for the Flashes.
Johnson made a good play out here to get up under the ball. It's going to bring up Shakaria Bailey to bat for the Indians.
Shari's walked and grounded back to the pitcher.
Ball one high. Shakaria's hit it 3 or 4 home runs in the past week or so, Sammy.
He has some long home runs, too. He hit 2 the other night out there in Sniperville, over there in Irwin.
Do you still have what Bailey did Friday night? I know he hit 1 out.
Oh, he was trying to hit that one out. That's going to be a 2-1 count for Shakaria.
In the first game, he homered, flew out to center field, and walked in the first game. Homered, flew out to center field, walked.
Ball high, 3-1.
Second game, he struck out, hit another home run, flew out to the right fielder and singled.
Okay.
Strike called on the low corner.
It was a low corner, but he called it.
It's 3-2, full count. It's going to be hit to the second baseman.
Second gets by him.
Going to get a single there. That's going to bring up Sean Russell to the plate. Sean hit the ball hard out here in the left field earlier tonight.
Sean's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Nice game.
Who, Russell?
Yes. Kobe Bryant will be on deck. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 4th.
Oh, 1.
He's due, fellas. He's got a lot of power in his bat.
Definitely got a lot of double power. I know that.
He's got a lot of power. That kid, when he was about 11, 12 years old, he probably hit as many home runs as anybody in the history of travel baseball at that age.
Outside, 1-1.
Inside.
Just missed.
Inside. A little high.
Kobe Bryant on deck for the Indians.
Kobe hit a triple in the game last night over in Hilliard, Sammy.
Okay.
Kid's fast. Shakario breaking for second base, going to come back after a foul.
2-2.
Foul ball from Sean Russell. Hilliard's got it made. They got them a younger kid that runs down the foul balls and gets the bats for them.
That number 3 for Hilliard, they're
that's going to be hit out here to left field, staying fair ball. He's going to go to 3 with it with a cannon. Gets by the third baseman. Sean Russell's going to wind up at second right there. Left fielder for Hilliard has an arm.
About just now with their ball boy?
Yeah.
You know, because their catchers don't do what our catcher does.
No.
And that kid, those games I do down in Hilliard, I guarantee that kid ran a mile every game.
Well, they cannot do it in Hilliard at their place because that catcher run 50 miles a night. That backstop's got to be the furthest backstop in high school ball. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to score Shakario. Coming home with Sean Russell. Throw gets away from the cutoff man. Kobe's going to be safe at second on an error on the throw. And they'll score 2 more, bringing the score to 8-1 here in the bottom of the 4th.
You kind of get the feeling we're about to break it wide open here.
We
I
could.
just jinxed them.
Probably.
I said it was a feeling. I didn't say they were going to.
Very good. I think the coach is probably going to make that pitching change. He's out talking with his pitcher.
So they're gonna pull Hobbs right now. He had a good game. They had some balls they should have caught defensively.
Yeah, them.
But, there was some good base hits.
We talked about that earlier. That error kills a pitcher.
Number 20, I can't see it.
Number 8 in the pitch, I believe. Number 8.
Is that number 8?
That was number 20. 8 was warming up in the bullpen a while ago.
8 is still warming up in the bullpen,
Okay.
Sammy.
Caden's strength is over there at shortstop.
Number 20, that's going to be the shortstop coming in the pitch, so they just going to swap positions.
Yeah.
Caden, I watched him last night. He's a very good shortstop. He's got a lot of speed, a lot of range to him. He's a good-looking kid, athletic. Probably a little dejected with himself right now from being taken off the mound because that always anybody that's had
he has good range and a lot of speed to cover it.
Anybody that's had a son for a pitcher knows what that does to him having to come off that mound. But back to them errors, that kills that pitcher, Sammy. He can be 2 outs and they commit about 3 errors and he's threw 20 more pitches to get out of an inning that he was out of.
That's right. Not only does it build frustration on the pitcher, it adds pitches to your inning and to your game.
That's right.
So it shortens your game most of the time.
And we all know with region play this year, we cannot be lengthening any innings because of errors with pitchers on a single A field throughout Georgia unless they got 9 pitchers on the team.
That's right. You're absolutely right. Now, I was playing a Tuesday night game here tonight. We should be well set for next week. So we should have everybody eligible to pitch next week. We'll have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's 5, 6, 7, 7-day break.
That'll be way.
Yep.
And if Coach Marchman said what Adam was talking about, I thought he liked I know that he voted against that. That's going to pass ball is going to take Kobe over to third base for us. Indians have 2 outs. They have 2 outs on us right now. He was one of the only people in the region that voted against that, from my understanding at the beginning. But
you mean the 3-game series?
The 3-game series. I just don't see where that benefits. That's going to make it tough on a single A school throughout the year. You have a pitcher have a bad night and have to have another pitcher come in, and then you burnt 2 pitchers in a game.
Still at home. Safe.
That's it's going to bring the Indians lead 9-1 here at the bottom of the 4th inning.
Are y'all getting background noise, or was that a train?
That's a train.
Okay.
Yeah, I see what you're saying on that, Grover. Yeah, but like you said, it's playing 3-game series. You're going to have to be deep in your pitching staff.
That's hit back up the middle for a base hit. That's going to bring Gant Geiger to first base.
Being up Bro Nasworth, Bo is 0 for 2. He's grounded out to the second baseman and struck out.
After Bo, we got Najee Smith will be on deck. Then we'll be back to the top of our batting order, top of our lineup. Ball outside.
1-0.
Sammy, that game last night, and Hilliard has a very good defensive catcher.
Short.
Going to make the play, long play. That's going to be an out. Good job out of the shortstop.
We'll stay here through this time. I want to talk about something Coach Marchman, if I can find the right camera angle. There we go. Coach Marchman talked about during the coaches show today. We had a segment where we talked about the pitching rotation, guys, and he feels very, very confident with his top 5. He feels like if he goes into postseason the way his top 5 are pitching right now, that he feels solid about that bullpen. He's got Connor.
Well, you
Trent Gray, obviously.
Trent Gray, Connor Nelson, Gant Geiger.
Bailey. Who am I missing? Bo pitched really well.
Bo pitched last night. Have y'all seen Tristan Herron pitch any for the Indians?
Tristan ain't pitched in about a week now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he can. So.
Yeah, he pitched one of the last 2 home games here. Pitched a complete game. Really done a good job.
The problem when you get to playoffs, the problem like Gordon Lee. Gordon Lee's ranked number 1 in the state for a reason.
Who is our other southpaw? I know Sicario's one. Who's the other one?
The Cruz boy.
Cruz?
You're thinking about the ninth grader Colton Cruz.
Colton Cruz.
Left-handed. Has he pitched any varsity games?
Yes.
He has?
Yeah.
Yeah, early on he pitched Turner, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he come here in the fall, and out here in fall ball practicing. He's got a lot of movement on it. Even on his fastball, he's got a lot of movement tailing away and in. Great kid, good parents.
He pitched a JV game here, one home game. I think he had 10 strikeouts in the JV game.
That's awesome.
Well, here's our thing with our region schedule coming up. We can't have any hiccups because Irwin is hitting the schedule we had up front.
Right.
So we
But
can't have a hiccup these next 6 games.
Clinch has much improved.
Yeah.
And when they play him, I'm the biggest Clinch fan.
True.
They probably
Clinch
don't
has
have
been-
anybody in Clinch pulling for Clinch no harder than I'm going to be pulling.
Clinch is playing better ball than they did at the beginning of the season.
Everybody always talks about the rivalry between Charlton and Clinch, and that's all good, but Irwin's on my list number 1.
Does Irwin have Clinch the next 2 weeks? Have they already played? Do y'all know?
I don't know. I'll find out.
Not sure. I thought they had Clinch and
1-1.
maybe Brooks. It's going to be pop foul out of play.
Foul ball, 1-2.
And
Well, I prefer us win out and not have to worry about it, but if there is a team that could help us with Irwin right now, I'd have to say it'd be Clinch if they're on the schedule, if they're remaining with Irwin.
Well, whomever it be, I'm pulling for them. That's going to be hit up the middle. Tristan's going to get that on the edge of the grass. Out in number 1.
I've watched Tristan several times on them plays right there. He's a real good shortstop. Only when he has to go get the ball out downfield than he is waiting on the ball to come to him. He just seems to charge and seems more confident when he has to charge the ball, either move one way or the other and field the ball and throw it.
I think the worst thing you can do on a baseball field is wait for the ball to get to you.
Yeah.
It winds up bad hops. It eats them up almost every time. That's going to be a swing and a miss for 0-2. Trent's still doing pretty good on the mound for the Indians. Ball outside. That's a good 0-2 pitch. Trying to make him chase one right there, Sammy.
Good pitch there. Good miss.
That's strike number 3.
Got him. 2 outs.
Trent on that Tuesday night game against Irwin pitched a complete game.
He did. Just a good ball game. I believe he had 8 strikeouts in that game. Only gave up 1 hit.
That's awesome. It's going to be a base hit right here. Nigel keeps it in front of him. He's thinking about throwing the first base there for a second.
He thought about it.
I tell you.
He could have tried that.
They need to give a shout out to their bat boy. He's probably put more work in than that than anybody on both teams. This is their power hitter, correct? Johnson?
It's the leadoff batter, yes.
Strike 1.
Johnson's grounded out to the third baseman 2 times and now 0 for 2.
Strike 2. It's 0-2. They got 1 strike on the board, but that's definitely 2 strikes, Sammy. Correct?
That's correct.
That's going to be hit here in center field.
That may get to the fence there.
Wade's going to pick it up here at the fence. The runner from first is going to third. Wade gets it back into Tristan right there for a stand-up double for Johnson.
Runners in second and third now for the Flashes.
Top of the 5th here at Indian Field. Indians lead the Hilliard Flashes 9-1. Ball high.
You know, somebody who we haven't really talked about tonight, I think we've gotten comfortable with him, is Trent Gray. We haven't really talked about him tonight. He's just up there taking care of business, going through the motions.
Well, it's definitely not because I don't appreciate the way he's pitching this ball game.
Yeah.
But you're right. You tend to forget what a good job somebody's doing when they're consistent with it that he's been this year, which has been an awesome for the Indians this year.
1-2.
And you know, we was talking with Coach Jones about the improvement overall for the swing and a miss. The middle school team from the beginning of the year with our high school varsity team, we cleaned up a lot of stuff they was doing at the beginning also. So Coach Marshman's done a good job with that, him and Coach Ryan Young.
On that, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Bottom of the fifth coming up. Your Indians lead 9-1. We'll be right back. Heron Cleaning and Restoration, LLC, located at 239 Jones Road in Jacksonville, Florida, can handle all of your cleaning needs as well as fire and water damage restoration. Contact Gina Mazel at 904-524-1384 or call their office at 904-384-8427. Heron Cleaning and Restoration.
Since 2009, Southeastern Automotive Group has been buying for and selling to most of the franchise dealerships in the area. What if you were able to bypass the big dealerships with the big markups? Buy direct from the supplier. Save thousands of dollars on your next vehicle purchase. Have a trade-in? No problem. With used vehicles in such high demand, Southeastern Automotive Group has dealers ready to buy your trade. If Southeastern Automotive Group doesn't have the perfect vehicle for you, using their vehicle locator program, they will have it shipped in without any hassle or haggling you hate. With over hundreds of thousands of cars available at auctions across the nation. Your next vehicle?
All right, welcome back. The Mela is one of them female football players that I streamed for with the Pumas. That's who was watching from Cleveland, Ohio, so we appreciate her watching. She plays for the Prodigy now, Washington Prodigy. And Bill Bollers of Irwin County Radio, he said they have Brooks and Adco left.
Well,
Atco's having a pretty solid
appreciate
season.
that. I'll be a Atco and Brooks fans when they play Irwin County.
Yeah.
That bringing up Nigel Harris to the plate for the Indians, leading off the bottom of the fifth inning.
High fly ball. That's coming out here.
Johnson's camped out under it. Good job by their center fielder, number 5.
He makes the grab.
I tell you what else was a good job. 17, the right fielder, was over here with him.
Well, we had that hiccup against Brooks, so maybe Irwin will have that hiccup too.
I hope it's one you can't get rid of by drinking water.
I still don't know what happened that night, but it is what it is.
Top of the lineup back up with one out here. Tristan Heron to the plate for the Indians. Ball low.
Tristan's walked twice and singled. Scored 3 runs for tonight.
Sammy, I know you're the stat guru, but what is Trice? Ball high, 2-0. Can you? What is Trice? I don't know that one.
I was trying to look up some schedules here.
I appreciate it. Swing and a miss. He's wanting him a home run tonight. 2-1.
Fly ball. Is that staying fair?
That's going to be out of play in the Charlton County side bullpen. I tell you, if you hit it in the grass, their left fielder's probably going to get to it.
Sir?
You hit it in the grass, their left fielder's probably going to track it down. He's fast.
Well, that sign right there, I can't see with the sign, and they love the signs, and I'm proud of them for the signs, but I can't see left field because of the sign.
Look here, that particular sign right there says something about being a region championship or a state champion, so we're going to have to – I want more signs. Ball low. Ball 4 for Tristan.
4, he's headed to first.
It's going to bring up our center fielder, Wade Rutherford, to the plate again. He's popped out the first, he's popped out the shortstop, and he's popped out the
grounded out to the pitcher.
Okay.
0 for 3 on the night.
Ball high. He may be 0 for 3 for tonight, but now let me tell you what I seen him do. Last week he was staying after practice to work on his batting with Coach Ryan Young after practice.
Us and Irwin both closing out with Atco, and they have Brooks and we have Lanier.
Lanier's they're a tough team. Always a tough team.
Yeah.
So Indians gonna have to be on their toes from here on out.
The region's gonna go right down to the last game probably, like always.
Well, we didn't need it to. We could have took care of that over there at Irwin. That's gonna get by their shortstop for a base hit for Wade.
Runners at first and second now for the Tribe with 1 out. Herring at the plate.
It's going to bring up Connor Nelson to the plate.
No, that's not Herring. Yeah. They still had 17 up on the board.
Connor hit a home run his last at bat, didn't he, Sam?
He flew out. He hit next to the last at bat. He hit a home run. Last bat he flew out to center field.
Yeah, Nelson hit that big one when Coach Bobby was up here.
Yeah.
He's 1 out of 2 with a homer, fly ball out, and a grounded out or error by the second baseman. He's got 4 RBIs on the night.
He sends one foul ball out of play. That's in the Irwin County side bullpen.
Mela, you can't be watching on my webcast now and hiding under a different name. I didn't recognize you. Ball player now. Let me tell you, Mela's a ball player for the Pumas and the Prodigy. If it's the Mela I'm thinking of, I'm pretty sure it is.
Well, if she's still listening, if she knows anybody with any farms in Licking County, Ohio that's got a deer problem, she'll give you a phone call. I'll give her my contact information, and me and a couple of friends of mine will take care of that for them. That ball was, I think, behind his head.
Behind Connor's head.
Three or more.
Green light, Sammy?
I would say so. You up by 8?
Absolutely.
You got to figure fastball's coming. Connor probably jump all over it. Nope, outside.
That's going to load the bases up, bringing up Shikario Bailey to the plate.
And you can probably bet right here, call it. Shikario is swinging for the high school right now.
I saw Shikario Bailey knows how to do it and what he needs to do until he gets 2 strikes on him. But I tell you what he has improved on and matured about when he does get them 2 strikes. He calms that swing down and puts it in play. That was not the swing I was talking about.
0-1.
He's under a high fastball right there.
It's going to be out of play, 0-2.
0-2.
Indians with 1 out here.
That walk by Connor, I should put the winning run on second base.
Well, if he hits a single, you got enough of speed to get it there, but that's going to be strike number 3 for 2 outs for the Indians.
2 outs for the Tribe.
Going to bring up our double hitter here lately, as of lately, Sean Russell.
Sean has 3 for 3 tonight, 3 singles, and scored a run.
If he singles right here.
Scalia was swinging for that walk-off.
That's right. With Tristan and
he want that walk-off grand slam.
Tristan and Wade on the base, that's probably the fastest 2 runners you have on the team.
1-on-1.
Big cut by Sean Russell right there.
Substitute runner coming in over to first.
It's going to be a courtesy runner for our catcher, number 11, Connor Nelson.
I didn't see the number on first, did you?
That's going to be Connor Lloyd, number 14. Same courtesy runner we had early in the game.
Connor for Connor.
That's going to be a high fly ball center field. Number 5 Johnson's up under it. Makes the play for out number 3.
Indian strand 3. Flashes get out of what probably could have been the last inning of that one, of that ball game, but we're going to go 1 more. Top of the 6th coming up. Indians lead 9-1. We'll be right back.
Thank you, too.
Purchase is just a click away. Esp Specialist and Fabrication is located at 169 Little Phoebe Church Road in Folkestone, Georgia. President Mark Pickering and his employees utilize the latest technology with a skilled workforce to supply customers with the best custom fabrication possible. Serving clients at home and abroad makes ESP a premier employer in Charlton County. For all your specialty and fabrication needs, contact ESP at 912-496-2583 today. They're also on Facebook at ESP Specialist Fabrication. ESP is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet.
Why buy from the new Walker Jones?
Welcome back. Hey, Grover, what you were saying about that weather in Ohio, she just wrote us back. She agrees with you. She's coming back, too. She said,
Well, look, this is me being honest. I love going up there. It's a lot different country up there than what we got here. The farmers around where I hunt, they're just like the farmer, whether you want to call it southern, northern, it doesn't matter. A farmer is a farmer. They just good, down-to-earth, honest people. They give you the word, and that's what they mean when they say something. But I had told my wife, Mandy, when I retire, maybe before that, I want to go live in Ohio. And I have a son that lives in Pennsylvania, about 2.5 hours away from there. But the first time I went up there around February, the end of January, no, sir, I don't want none of that. One time the road, they couldn't scrape it no more because it had 3 inches of ice on it, and we had to stay there for 3 days where we could drive out. And that's what done it for me. I'm going to live down here in Georgia.
Sammy, is that why you came back from Alaska?
No, sir.
You did that tour up there in Alaska for a while.
No, I loved it. My wife got to missing her kids and grandkids a little bit too much.
Oh, it was the wife's fault.
Yeah, so we
oh, man.
came on back.
Well, the living expenses up there wasn't worth the extra money you would get paid in law enforcement, in my opinion. You get paid more money to work up there, but you just about have to have all your stuff shipped to you to make a living up there.
Yeah, you had to do it right, and you had a plan to do it right to be able to make good money up there. We're gonna have
up there, though, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Beautiful
yeah,
up there.
it is. We're going to have a pitching change here in the 6th inning. Number 17, Tristan Harris, is going to take the mound, and starting pitcher
Trent Gray is going to
go to shortstop.
Everything else stays the same for the Indians on defense. That's going to be a foul ball, strike one.
Closing the night on
0-1.
Gray. Is going to give up 3 hits and 8 strikeouts and 1 run.
How many walks did he have?
Little chin music there. He got out of it. 1-1.
I got it down for 1 walk. 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, and 3 hits.
8 strikeouts with 1 walk's pretty good.
This will be number 3 hitter for Hilliard Hobbs.
That's going to be low and outside. 2-1 on the hitter. Hilliard's dugout has not given up on the game.
Yeah.
That's going to
Called
be
strike.
low.
He didn't
That's
call it.
low and outside, 3-1.
3-1.
Y'all have to forgive Adam. His eyes is getting old and not very well, and that's the second time he's missed that call tonight. I don't know what he's seeing.
And he's got the best view in the house right there, too.
Best view. He's got his eyes and 2
Yep.
camera views. That's going to be a swing and
High
a pop
fly ball
up.
there towards second.
Kobe's calling it off at second base. Number 8 makes the play on the edge of the grass.
1 out.
So I apologize to all the viewers of CSN.
I'm telling you, from my angle out here, I could put one of those strike zone squares up there and have the entire Athletic Association ticked off at me.
Well,
or the entire umpiring association.
Well, they got to get better with their job, too, like everybody else. Nobody seems to, in today's world, they complain about everything anyway. That's going to be
foul ball.
Foul ball.
0-1.
It's going to be 15 Bennett, that bat for Hilliard. He's there for 2 weeks, grounded out to the second baseman and grounded out to the third baseman.
I think our catcher Boogie was waiting on their bat boy. That's the first time I ever seen one of Charlton's catchers not take off running.
Yeah, he's getting used to the next level.
Yeah. They've got they take care of all that for you for sure. That's going to be a called strike.
Good pitch right there.
see his right hand when he went up and said strike. Strike. He called that one.
Now you can wind that thing up if it's bothering you now.
I'm good.
It's all right.
That's it.
Just outside, 1 and 2. Yeah, I guarantee I'd rather be calling an outdoor baseball game down here than in Ohio.
Yeah. But I guarantee you, any given day, I'd rather be sitting in a tree on a ridge in Ohio than I would be pretty much anything but watching a baseball game.
2 and 2.
Strike 3 called on the inside corner.
2 outs.
That must have been a good pitch right there.
Bring out number 7, Hingren. He has struck out and singled.
I tell you, probably the worst thing I've ever had to do, Sammy. I was sitting and I was getting a text, a text message with a video included on it, a tree stand in Ohio, and watching your son's first home run from a tree stand.
0 and 1.
Yeah, that'd get you excited.
It gets you excited. But I told my wife before I left to videotape every at bat because I knew he was going to do it when I wasn't here. That's going to be a high fly ball out here. The camped out under it's number 15. Bo Nasworth makes the play for the third out.
Bo making a play over there. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th. Your Indians still lead 9-1. We'll be right back.
Used Car Mega Center?
We'll treat you like good friends and neighbors should. That's the Walker Jones way.
Plus, a lot of our employees here at Walker Jones have been working 10, 20, even 30 years serving our community.
And we'll always get you the best price possible. At Walker Jones Mega Center, we have all makes and models.
Walker Jones Used Car Mega Center on Memorial Drive in Waycross and online at walkerjones.com.
The Running Bear Outpost, located in the heart of Traders Hill Campground in Folkestone, Georgia, at 1388 Tracy's Ferry Road, just yards from the St. Mary's River, where there's great fishing, boating, beach fun, and more. We have all of your camping needs, from ice and snow cones to bull peanuts, drinks, snacks, and so much more. Charcoal, Coleman fuel, and camping supplies. Come and join the river or camp with us under these peaceful, majestic oaks for just $20 a night, full hookup for RVs and campers, or $10 a night for tent camping. We look forward to seeing you in the Running Bear Outpost. Come out and relax a spell.
Years, Georgia's electric membership cooperatives have made Friday night football electrifying. As the official energy provider of the GHS.
Going in there,
welcome back.
Unload the stuff.
Yeah, the gentleman over there that was in charge of the baseball opened up a spare gate and let us out. We got locked in over there.
We going to have to pay close attention here. Coach Marshman's going to make some changes here. We're going to have number 29, Hayes Johnson's going to lead off the inning for the Indians. Going to have to call them out pretty much as they come up to the plate from now on.
Yeah, they'll probably be substitute batters here the rest of the game.
Hayes is a 10th grader this year for the Indians.
Tammy probably thinks I moved out today.
She's probably having a party if she thinks you moved out.
I hadn't been home since noon.
I know you probably don't believe this, but she probably needs a break every once in a while. Indians get set to start the inning here. Ball low.
1-0. I've done a coach's show in 2 baseball games today. It's been a good day.
And a special guest, Coach Bobby Jones, joins you.
Yeah, got Coach Jones on an interview finally.
All you had to do was ask. Ball high. 3-0. Hayes is going to work him a walk right here, a 4-pitch walk, heads down to first base. That's going to be Ian Vickers up to play. I can tell you by his walk-up song.
What did he do last time, Sammy?
That's Ian Vickers. That'll be his first time in the game.
That's number 7, Ian Vickers.
Ball outside. I tell you something about Johnson, the center fielder for Hilliard. He has nothing negative to say. He's gonna be encouraging the pitcher after every pitch. And I'm gonna tell you, Hilliard, you can tell they're a well coached team.
Hilliard has a young team too. They only have a couple of seniors.
That's gonna be a high fly ball on the infield right there. Pitcher's camped out up under it for out number 1. So Ian pops up his first at bat tonight.
That's the one thing I miss about the power rankings. These non-region games, other than just for the experience of playing, they don't mean anything anymore.
No.
I like the power rankings because of that. You can schedule those big schools and go for those points.
Number 22, Dylan McAllister, is going to be up the bat for the Indians. I didn't like it because nobody could really make good sense out of it, but it was Georgia High School Sports Association. They don't go by their own bylaws, so that's what hurt us when we had them power rankings. We'd play these, next door neighbors out of Florida, which meant nothing. The ball games
Go down
meant
to
nothing.
first, safe. Go ahead, Grover.
Besides, the River Trophy or whatever we was talking about, they didn't mean anything. So it's going to be a ground ball hit to the hole in between third and short. Runners are going to hold it second and first.
Runners at first and second.
It's going to bring up Connor Lloyd, number 14 for the Indians.
It's like deja vu from the 5th inning.
Yeah.
But we didn't get any across.
Well, these are the younger kids getting on base for us, so this is a good sign for the Indians also. You don't have to hit a home run every time. That was a good job by Hayes Johnson leading off the inning and getting on base, being patient, waiting for a strike.
Grover, number 14 at the plate.
That's Connor
Lloyd.
Connor
Lloyd.
1-1.
Oh, my. They fooled him with whatever that was.
Yeah, that was a horrible swing there, but must have been a good pitch.
Let's call it a good pitch and not a horrible swing. You're going to get us emailed again.
That might have been both.
That's going to be hit to the
2 outs.
Couldn't have been no more perfect hit to the right fielder. Good charge in the ball. It just went to somebody. It's going to bring up Jude Shaw to bat for the Indians. Go ahead, Adam. I'm sorry.
No, what I was going to tell you and Sammy was, obviously we don't have the third out yet. But if we strand 5 in the last 2 innings, Coach Marshman gets real upset about that because when we get into a tight ball game, that's going to cost us.
I'm going to tell you what's fixing to happen right here. This is my boy Jude Shaw, and he's fixing to get you a base hit right here. Watch this. I got all the confidence in the world in him. Jude plays catcher for the JV. He does a good job behind the plate for them. That's going to be hit to the short. Short makes the play to first. I'm going to tell you, it wasn't for lack of hustle, was it?
We've stranded 5 the last 2 innings.
And I apologize to Jude for jinxing him.
We can't do that when we hit the postseason, but we'll be right back, y'all. Top of the 7th coming up.
Georgia's EMCs are proud to support high school athletics in the communities we serve, standing behind every hike, every completed pass, and every team celebration. Because we know that today's high school athletes are tomorrow's local leaders. Georgia's EMCs.
Okefenokee Sportsman is locally owned by Fred and Rawling Coley, who have loyally served the people of Folkestone, Georgia, and surrounding counties for 17 years. Hunting and fishing supplies, as well as live bait, are our specialties. Join us on Saturday, October the 10th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. to mix and mingle with vendors from the hunting industry and enjoy live music from Matt Knowles. Local, loyal, and laid back, Okefenokee Sportsman.
Franklin Equipment Sales. Here we go. Top of the 7th. We're back.
Going to bring up, we're going to have some changes here again. Connor Nelson, old Boogie's going to be pitching for us. Ian Vickers is going to come in to play third base. Dylan McAllister's going to play left field for us.
Connor had a good game throwing against Irwin the other night.
It's going to bring in Hayes Johnson's going to be playing second base for us.
How many Ks did Connor get against Irwin the other night? Do you remember? Or do you have it over there?
And Jude Shaw's behind the plate catching for the Indians. So Coach Marshman's putting some younger kids in for varsity play.
Eight
Ks.
First game, he done a good job pitching.
Sammy stats are stats that involve CSN. Any games we've done, those are your stats.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Not the full season, just CSN related games. We had to get that out there.
Well, I kind of got a behind story on the stolen bases thing. I think the record here is 29 stolen bases in a season, and that was set by number 10 or center fielder when he was a freshman, Wade Rutherford. So they're all gunning to break that record.
I think that's 1-0. I didn't see his arm move.
Well, Tristan Aaron's at least halfway there, if not more.
And Wade actually leads for the year on stolen bases this year also for the season.
Called strike, 2-1, I believe.
So
scoreboard's blank right this second.
Anything still got probably somebody's eating a hamburger up there by now.
They've gone on break in there. Hit the third
baseline foul.
2-2.
Hilliard's coach almost made a fine play on that. I think he's had birthdays like the rest of us. 2-2.
11 hits, 9 runs, 11 hits. That's a good game.
That's a good game.
Probably should have had some more, but that's a good game.
Need to get rid of them 3 errors at the bottom of that hit by a pitch. Going to put him on first base.
They're going to head down to first.
Boogie had one get away from him a little bit right there. Going to bring out the catcher. That might not be Jude Shaw. I can't read the number. That could be Sean Russell coming in to catch for the Indians. Sammy, I'm not sure.
I can't tell that there either.
The way he's running, I believe that's Sean Russell.
We've left 10 runners on base tonight.
Yeah, we can't. That's tough there. I know that probably drives Coach Marchman nuts. So, we fixing to start playing a little small ball, looks like. He took that for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
0-2.
He's rearing back and throwing the ball right now, Sammy.
Yes, he is. Nothing but heat right there.
Well, like you say, you know, you're only here for 3 outs, and you got a long time to rest after this ball game.
Yep.
As far as playing, I imagine Coach Marksman's going to have him on the practice field.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but like I said, we should come next week, at least for this 3-game series against ACCO. We should be well rested in the pitching staff. Should be ready to go.
I tell you, I'm pretty proud of what the Indians have accomplished already this year. We're leading in the region, which is a good thing, but we definitely need to finish that out and don't get slack with it. We made a lot of it. We made a lot of improvement with our defense from the beginning of a couple of games, but we're still got to clean that 3 errors up, 4 errors a game.
Yeah.
Time called. 2-2 on the batter.
Our pitching's done good. Well, I've seen Gant Geiger play some of the best third base. Probably Richard Dasher's probably played the best third base I've seen at Charlton County since I've been involved in watching it. We've had some excellent players graduate and leave from here, but we've got some good players standing here on the field. And what's really exciting to me is we've got a lot of young players coming up that's going to be just as good.
Yeah, we really do.
Ball inside, it's going to be base on balls. So we lead off the inning here with a hit by a pitch and a base on ball. Who's got?
Runners at first and second, no outs for the Flashes.
Got to get in a rhythm right here. Because all 3 of us know that Connor Nelson can bring it when he gets in a rhythm.
Ball comes out in center field. Runner don't see it, I don't guess.
Runner holds.
Great job by Wade.
Well, I think that ball hit that runner, so he might not have wanted to move for a second. Both of these umpires, Sammy, they do a lot of umpiring for the Jerry Moore, South Georgia athletes, I believe what's called SGA tournaments around here.
There's 2 calling tonight, does?
Yeah, the one behind the plate is normally the tournament director up in North Glen and Brunswick, and the one out in the field, he's normally an umpire on the field.
0-2.
One of the oldest umpires that I can recall, George, he was over here umpiring the girls' maidens middle school softball games the other day.
Yeah.
And I told, Coach Jones was saying a while ago about remember the teachers that was hardest on you.
Yeah.
I can remember some parents recording Mike Baxter because he was being ugly to their little girl 4 or 5 years ago. And before them girls graduated high school, they loved Coach Baxter just like they were some of his own youngins. People remember that. Parents may get upset about it, but them kids.
They got to play back a second. He's got him.
He's got him. Good play.
Got him on the pickoff.
That's going to give us an out here. Cleans up the hit by the pitch for Connor.
1 out.
But them kids remember that, and
They do.
they learn. They have a special relationship with Coach Baxter. My 2 older sons played for him when he coached middle school baseball, and both of my sons think the world of Mike Baxter.
No throw to second.
Got a pass ball there, a full count on the batter with 1 out for the Indians.
Full count.
Top of the 7th and leading 9-1.
The 3 hardest outs in baseball.
Swing and a miss. That's going to bring out number 2. Hilliard down to the last out with a man on second base.
Number 3 at the plate, Sammy.
That's a pinch hitter. I don't have a number on him.
Called strike on 1. Whoa. It moved. But okay. The whole scoreboard just moved that way.
Okay, well, you was correct on that call.
I don't need the webcast going down right now. We're finally made it to 7.
That's a called strike, 2 on the lower part of the plate. That's, you can live there in the strike zone. You probably wouldn't get hurt too much, Sammy.
That's right. You can stay consistent down there.
Strike three for
Got him.
in the games for the Indians. They get a win over Hilliard here at Indian Field tonight, 9-1.
Final score: Indians 9, Flashes 1. The guys can officially start spring break now for a few days before Coach Marksman calls them back.
I imagine they probably got practice.
I imagine so too.
I know when my two older kids was in high school, we didn't have spring breaks.
Yeah, with the region this close and very similar schedules for us in Irwin, I don't see us taking a week off, but we might. But
Well, you know, Coach Jones hit on this for a second. Coach Marksman is he's very particular and almost a perfectionist the way he wants his kids to play, and he knows as good as anybody. And I've heard him speak on it, like you were saying earlier. You can't leave them runners on base like that during playoffs. Nothing gets easier from here on out. So I assure you, he's got some mental notes he's taking, and he's got some stuff that he's wanting to clean up and accomplish before he gets done here.
Yeah, we get into a 3-game series postseason, which we're pretty confident we're going to make postseason at this point. We'll just determine what seed.
Don't never know.
But you get to a 3-game series postseason and you strand 5 runners postseason, that might cause some problems.
That could come back and hurt you.
That's going to cause some problems.
Yeah.
Because I seen the listings. They had Gordon Lee listed as one. I think it's Sly.
Who?
Sly. S.
Yeah.
Okay, they're number 2. I think they moved Charlton to 4 and they moved Irwin down, but I think they had Irwin listed at number 2 at one time. But either way, there's no teams below or over us that you're going to give 5 runs up late in the game and win that game.
Yeah.
You're going to have to clean that up.
You definitely cannot strand 5 runs on a Gordon Lee or a Sly.
No. Sammy, you got some stats for us?
I do. For Hilliard, I got them 1 run, 3 hits, and 4 errors on the game. 1 run, 3 hits, and 4 errors. For Charlton, I got them down for 9 hits. I think the scoreboard had 11, but I got them down for 9 hits, 9 runs, and 3 errors on the night. For our pitching for the Indians, Trent Gray wound up with 8 strikeouts total. He gave up 3 hits, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, 1 run. Tristan Heron wound up with 1 strikeout. Connor Nelson wound up with 2 strikeouts.
Y'all on that. Y'all enjoy your spring break. I better pull this thing up before they turn off that breaker and we lose the internet.
I got you.
So, but you guys, I appreciate y'all.
Enjoyed it.
Sammy, y'all enjoy your spring break.
Hey, now, seriously now, if that girl knows anybody in Licking County, Ohio that needs somebody to hunt their farm, just have her call you. I'll be more than happy to.
Hey, he ain't kidding about that.
Y'all have a great week, everybody. Enjoy your break. We'll see y'all Saturday. Me and Sammy will. UFL football doubleheader starting at 3 o'clock live from Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you for watching. All right, we're out, y'all.